iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, FS1. Sorry.
You all right?
Well, hold on. Never eat an apple in between hours. Our show's long enough. We don't get to eat during the show.
You are a big snacker.
And so I grabbed an apple and I just powered through it.
You kind of graze.
That's how I eat. I'm a grazer. I have little this, little that. I don't eat a meal all day until dinner. And even then I eat half of that. I'm a grazer. Why is that? I don't know. Are you a big meal person?
Yeah, I don't really like to snack. Although lately I've been eating a lot of chocolate. Admittedly.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just like
milk or dark?
Both. You know what I have? I have those little hard Cadbury eggs. I bought like the jumbo because they always sell them during Easter. And man, those are the best. I crush those. So good.
Like 20 or 30 a day?
I wouldn't go 20 or 30. I would say it's been a steady 10 for like 3 weeks. Because they're so little. So you just go, they're like guilt-free because they're so little.
Cadbury eggs a day?
I mean, I work out.
You're talking about revealing.
They're like this big. Not the big ones with like the stuff inside. Just the
Well, I'd
ones.
hope not. You'd be diabetic by the end of the segment if you're knocking down 10 of those a day. We're also on Sirius XM Channel 83. 15 minutes, Doug Gottlieb. And, it's obviously this Laker thing's crazy. Best for last, we found an amazing correlation between the NBA and Game of Thrones. I do not know what's going to happen at the end of the show. The staff is completely fired up about it.
This is a big week for Game of Thrones nerds.
Why is that?
Because the final season premieres on Sunday.
Oh.
People having parties.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All the sorcerers and wizards and stuff?
All the sorcerers, all the wizards, all the dragons.
Really? And this is the last season and the world blows up.
I don't know. We'll see. There's betting odds actually on who's going to take over the Iron Throne. my money's on Cersei.
Yeah, I like her too.
Yeah,
she's terrific. I like her.
Everyone hates her actually, but
yeah,
that's why I think she's going to win.
I'm lucky I guessed her. I was going to say him.
I'll give you some. You know what? I'll give you some talking points so you can sound like you are in the know.
All right. Well, the NBA season wrapped up last night. Good stuff out west, late into the night, and it reminded me of something that I've always sort of believed in, which is you're always supposed to pick family over friends. Yesterday, LeBron chose friends over family. 3,000 miles, Laker house burning down, and all the young Lakers have to answer questions about LeBron. Magic quit, Genie's hiding, Pelinka, Luke Walton, who knows their futures. And I know all you young 20-year-olds were like, no, come on, man, he and D-Wade are tight. Yes, and that was a birthday party, not a funeral. It was a celebration that LeBron could have missed. In fact, he could have done both. He could have held a press conference in L.A. from his private jet. He's made $250 million in NBA salary alone, and then flown to Brooklyn, or fly to Brooklyn, get off a plane, and go live all over Los Angeles. But the house was burning last night. Fire in the basement. Flooding. One of your kids is sick. And LeBron chose 3,000 miles away in Brooklyn with a friend at a birthday party. D-Wade would have understood. D-Wade's grown up. D-Wade's an adult. Does LeBron get this? Does LeBron's guys, do they get this? The symbolism? The optics? LeBron with his superstar buddy. Hasn't that been the knock all year on LeBron? Hey, dude, you may want to put one of your teammates in one of these 38 projects. He's with his superstar buddies, disengaging once again. If I told my wife, if we had a crisis in my house, one of the kids was in the hospital. We just had police. We had a break-in. And I told my wife, I love you, baby. My friend's having a birthday party. We are tight. I'll get back. She would change the locks on the doors, and she should. Family over friends. And here's the big problem. LeBron considers D-Wade family, not the Lakers. So in LeBron's mind, he did choose family. And that's why this year has been an utter disaster. He has never committed to his teammates. He's never committed. And once he got hurt and was no longer playing with them for 3 hours a night, he had no relationship with any of them. Yesterday, they're all standing up there, the Kyle Kuzmas, the Lonzo Balls, the Josh Harts, the kids, and they're answering questions about LeBron James. Not right. Family over friends. Yesterday was a perfect moment for LeBron to swoop in, put on the Superman cape, and all the critics like me who have questioned his leadership hold a press conference 20 minutes at LAX as you're getting on the jet. Call the local sportscasters. Call the local radio. Do live for 15 minutes and say, hey, I didn't come here just for magic. I came here to win championships. I came here for the Laker fans. I came here for the brand. I came here for the community. I'm going to live here the rest of my life. We good here. Instead, I got a birthday party 3,000 miles away. Which, of course, Dwyane Wade would have totally understood, because Dwyane Wade, one of the great things about him, he's always been about family first. Left briefly to Chicago, felt guilty, got right back. Family matters. But in LeBron's world, Chris Paul, Melo, D. Wade, they're family. Lakers, these are my friends, kind of, you know. And that's why this has never worked. And that's why it will not work here unless LeBron puts his arms around young guys. Yesterday was a great example and a great opportunity for LeBron to talk about the future. And instead, he's 3,000 miles away celebrating the past. Isn't that been the problem all year? Remarkable. I mean, just by the way, I love D. Wade. I used to love LeBron every day. You listened to me for 9 years. And I think Dwyane Wade's final game is awesome. It's great and should be celebrated. But yesterday was the biggest Laker crisis in maybe a decade. If for no other reason, the symbolism and the optics were terrible. And they could have easily been saved. Let me shift to this. A lot of good stuff today. Last night was the last game for Dirk and D. Wade. One of the things I love about sports, I love how it's gotten smarter over the last 10 years. Analytics. Now, I believe in manalytics and analytics. I want data. I want to be smarter. That's why Belichick remains the king. Nick Saban remains the king. Belichick's Andy Reid, Sean Payton. They believe in taking care of the guys, but analytics matter. Analytics are just data that makes it easier to win. Now, people will argue Dwyane Wade is the better player than Dirk Nowitzki, and I'm not interested in that argument. But I will tell you this. If they both entered the league today, you would draft Dirk Nowitzki, and he would be the better player. It is a shooter's league, and he is the only person on the planet you can even compare to Kevin Durant. Basketball has changed. It used to be about power. It used to be about intensity. It used to be about winning the rebounding battle. It used to be about toughness. Now, length and shooting and spacing. And the three greatest big shooters in league history are Larry Bird, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kevin Durant. If they came out today, by the way, this is why the process in Philadelphia, 6 years and one playoff series win, because they drafted a bunch of big guys and Ben Simmons that can't shoot. This is why Golden State's rebuild worked. They got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, then acquired Kevin Durant, all great shooters. It's why the Celtics rebuild has been better than the Sixers rebuild, because they got enough shooters, one or two. Sixers have really none that they've drafted. There's a college football player coming out in the draft. It works this way in all sports. His name is Noah Fant. He plays for Iowa. He's a tight end. 20 years ago, Noah Fant's a third, fourth, fifth round pick because he can't block. Now, Noah Fant's going to be a top 10, 12 pick. And mark my words, he's going to be an uncoverable monster in the NFL. He's too fast for linebackers and too big for corners and safeties. Noah Fant is going to eat the NFL up. I mean, like Gronk eat it up. He's going to be unstoppable. 10 years ago, you'd say he's skinny, can't block. Not a good enough blocker. By the way, in Major League Baseball, home runs, strikeouts, that's what it's about. Nobody cares about, like, average. Gary Sanchez is a catcher for the Yankees. Gary Sanchez is a lousy defensive catcher. But Gary Sanchez can hit. He jacks out about 35 a year. And why? Because analytics have changed. Because it's all about dingers. It's all about jacks. It's all about power. It's all about home runs. It's not about average. It's about knock it out of the park. So Gary Sanchez, 20 years ago, your catcher had to be Johnny Bench. If he could hit, it was great. Tight ends had to be blockers first and then pass catchers. Now, forget about blocking. In the NBA today, Dirk Nowitzki in a second over D. Wade. Dirk Nowitzki is one of those guys who had a great career. It would have been significantly greater had he come into the NBA today. You'd have to take him over D. Wade. Now, D. Wade's more lovable and huggable, and he won titles with LeBron. He won titles with Shaq. We watched his college basketball career. So we loved D. Wade from the very beginning. Then he coupled up with Pat Riley. Had a lot to love about him. Plus, a good guy. He's a good guy. Dirk played in Germany. We didn't watch him in high school. We didn't watch him in college. Dallas had a lot of bad teams, invisible. Marcellus Wiley talked about this yesterday on Speak for Yourself. Dirk over Wade if they came into the league today.
The thing is, as tough for Dwyane Wade is, someone already did what you did, MJ, and someone was doing what you're doing, Kobe. And then it's like, it's tougher to just say, I'm all in on you, Dwyane Wade, when I saw that and I'm seeing that. We didn't see Dirk before. We've never seen Dirk before. And I think because of that uniqueness, it kind of tilts it towards him.
Yeah. Everybody in the world today is trying to find Dirk Nowitzki. Every scout in the world is, anybody got a 7-footer who can hit threes better than our guards? Dirk today coming out, my God. It would, I mean, if he was coming out with Zion, ask yourself. There'd be people arguing for Dirk over Zion, and I'm not sure they're wrong. I'm not sure they're wrong. I like Dirk Nowitzki much more than Doug Gottlieb, who said he doesn't pass and can't defend. I like 7-footers who are in their prime the best shooter in the league. I love guys that can shoot today in the NBA. James Harden, there's a lot I don't like about him. He dribbles too much. He doesn't play great defense. He's not that athletic. He can shoot. It's almost like in a relationship. There's one or two things that are deal breakers and one or two